What if I told you that you could earn money without spending hours working? It's not a trick or a fantasy. Today there are machines capable of doing almost everything for you while you barely supervise. The key is knowing how to choose the right one. Maybe you've thought about starting a business, but you don't have much time. Or perhaps you're looking for a way to generate extra income without complicating your life. Well, stay, because in this video we're going to show you machines that work while you rest, that produce while you sell. And the best part, you could have one at home or in your small workshop. Are you ready to discover which one could be your next investment with minimal effort? Number 1. CNC Wood Lathe. Imagine opening the doors of your workshop, placing a piece of wood in a machine, and watching how, while you drink a coffee, it transforms itself into an elegant, turned table leg. That's how magically a CNC wood lathe works. It's like having a robot carpenter at home. This computer-controlled equipment carves wood with millimeter precision following a digital design, creating cylinders, cones, or any artisanal shape you need. You no longer have to sculpt manually or worry about imperfections, because the machine replicates the design perfectly over and over again. Now imagine the business opportunities. With a CNC lathe, you can manufacture table legs, tool handles, wooden toys, or customized decorative pieces in series. The demand for unique, custom-made wooden items is booming, from online artisanal clients to furniture workshops looking for special components. This investment turns you into a supplier. You could sell sets of turned pieces to local carpenters, or launch your own line of wooden decoration without hardly lifting a chisel. And the best part is that you don't have to be on top of the machine all day. You program it, and it produces dozens of pieces per hour non-stop. And the cost? Surprisingly, a basic CNC lathe is not unattainable. Small models for hobbyists start around $800 and up, while larger professional versions can cost on the order of a few thousand. For between $800 and $8,000, you get a tireless machine that works for you, elevating your production and recovering the investment quickly with the orders you'll be able to handle. Number 2. Candy Production Line. Who doesn't like sweets? Now imagine having a mini candy factory in your business that does almost all the work for you. This candy production line can cook the mixture, pour it into gummy or candy molds, cool the sweets, and even wrap them, all automatically. You just add the ingredients and program the machine. In a matter of minutes, you'll be unmolding dozens of perfect gummies without having stirred a pot even once. It's like having a robotic confectioner chef, precise in temperature and portions, ensuring every candy comes out equally delicious. Why is it a great investment? Because the world always needs more sweets. With a machine like this, you can launch your own brand of fruit gummies, chewy candies, or even vitamin bear shapes for the supplement market. Imagine handling orders from candy stores, local supermarkets, or starting at fairs with your mass-produced artisanal sweets. You could even customize themed candies for parties or special events, all without spending entire nights cooking. The machine allows you to produce in large quantities, tens of kilos of sweets per day, with a minimum of human effort. You handle the creativity and sales, and the line handles the heavy production. As for the price, getting started in this sweet business doesn't require a fortune. There are home kits for making gummies around $400, ideal for starting in an artisanal way. And if you want to scale up, there are more robust systems for small candy factories for around a few $1,000s. In figures, the investment can range approximately between $400 and $7,000, depending on the capacity you're looking for. Considering you get a semi-automatic line that works almost on its own, it's a quite accessible opportunity to enter the world of food production. Number 3. Narrow Fabric Loom. Weaving ribbons and straps by hand is detailed and slow work. But with an automatic narrow fabric loom, you can produce meters of textile ribbon with practically no effort. Imagine the machine interlacing threads at high speed to create decorative ribbons, gift ribbons, or reinforced straps, all with the pattern and colors you choose. You just set up the threads and program the design. Then, the loom works its magic, delivering rolls of perfectly woven ribbon while you attend to other matters. It's like having a small, robotic textile workshop that doesn't get tired. This type of loom opens a range of business possibilities. You could manufacture customized ribbons with logos for events and companies, decorative ribbons for florists or gift wrapping, and even elastic bands or specialized cords for industry. Many artisans and small manufacturers need unique ribbons, For example, fashion designers who require special strips or upholstery workshops that use webbing. With your automated production, you can supply these clients quickly and with consistent quality. Also think about creating woven labels with names or brands for clothing. Another niche you could cover with this machine. By working continuously, the loom can weave tens of meters of material per hour, something impossible to achieve manually. You don't need large capital to get started in automated weaving. There are compact looms for beginners for around $600, and more advanced commercial equipment in the range of a few $1,000s. In concrete numbers, an accessible professional setup could cost you between $600 and $6,000, depending on the model and capacity. In exchange for that investment, you get a machine that works practically alone, spinning profits. While it produces in series, you can dedicate yourself to designing new patterns or finding more clients. Number 4. Dry mortar production line. The construction sector also has machines that make it easy for you to earn money. Imagine a mini plant where you throw sand, cement, and additives in one end, and out the other you get bags of perfectly mixed dry mortar, ready to sell. That's what a dry mortar production line does. It mixes and grinds the dry components and then packages the mixture in bags, all practically automatically. Instead of being with a shovel and bucket, this machine combines the materials with precision and consistency, creating from common mortar for construction to ceramic adhesives or finishing plasters without you having to get your hands dirty. You control the process via a panel, and 1 or 2 operators can supervise a production encompassing hundreds of kilos per batch without major physical effort. Why invest in this? If you are in the world of construction materials, manufacturing your own mortar or specialized mixes can give you a notable profit margin. Builders and hardware stores always need products like tile adhesives, wall putty, or pre-mixed grouts. With your own line, you could supply local construction sites and stores consistently. Imagine delivering pallets of mortar bags under your own brand. You'd be taking advantage of a basic need in the construction market. Furthermore, you can adjust the recipe according to demand, for example, a quick-drying mortar or a special refractory mix, and differentiate yourself on quality, all with a system that automates the heavy task of mixing and packing. It's true that the initial investment here is higher than with smaller machines, but it's still accessible compared to setting up a traditional factory. A semi-automatic setup suitable for a small business can cost around $4,000 to $12,000, while a fully automated line with higher capacity could go into the tens of thousands. Even so, thinking about having a microplant for construction materials for a fraction of the cost of a full industrial installation is quite motivating. The return can be quick. Construction never stops, and your bags of mortar will sell like hotcakes in any season. Number 5. Metal scouring pad making machine. The next time you scrub a pot with a stainless steel scouring pad, think that you could turn that humble cleaning tool into your business. With a machine for making metal scouring pads, you feed a roll of steel wire and the machine takes care of coiling and braiding it until it forms those spheres of metal filaments, cutting each pad to the perfect size. What would require hours of hand coiling, impractical by the way, here happens in seconds automatically. In essence, you have a mini scouring pad factory that requires little more than turning it on, feeding the wire, and emptying a box full of pads ready for packaging. The market for these pads is larger than it seems. All households, restaurants, and workshops constantly need new scouring pads for cleaning. With this machine, you can mass-produce them. Even compact models manage to make dozens of pads per hour without constant intervention. Imagine supplying the stores in your city with made-at-home scouring pads or providing industrial cleaning companies with special polishing pads. Furthermore, you can diversify by manufacturing different types of pads. Softer ones for kitchen use and more abrasive ones for industrial use, for example. Your clientele can range from homemakers at local fairs to distributors of cleaning supplies who buy wholesale. The best part is that this machine doesn't break the bank. There are simple semi-automatic versions around $500 to $1,500, accessible for starting immediately. If you need more capacity, a faster commercial machine is around $2,000 to $4,000. Even high-production industrial machines are relatively economical compared to other businesses. They can reach tens of thousands, but that would be for large factories. With an investment of between $500 and $4,000, you could already be producing hundreds of pads per day with minimal labor, proving that sometimes big income comes from small but highly demanded products. Number 6. Plastic sheet extrusion line. You've surely seen campaign signs or for sale advertisements made of a plastic material similar to cardboard, or perhaps rigid boxes of corrugated plastic for moving. With a plastic sheet extrusion line, you could be the one manufacturing that so-called plastic cardboard. This machine melts polymer granules, usually polypropylene, pushes them through a special flat mold, and produces a continuous sheet with internal channels, similar to cardboard but made of plastic. The sheet comes out hot, passes through cooling rollers, and solidifies, ready to be cut into panels. This entire process happens continuously. You just take care of feeding the raw material and monitoring that the parameters are correct, while the line spits out meters and meters of plastic panel without you having to do physical labor. Entering the plastic sheet business can be very profitable if you find the right niche. These sheets are used in temporary signage, advertising billboards, political posters, in protective packaging for shipping goods, for manufacturing reusable boxes, and even as dividers inside containers. Imagine offering local companies the possibility of obtaining custom-sized boxes with water-resistant plastic material, or selling sheets of different colors to sign-making workshops for them to print advertisements. Before, only large factories produced this material, but now with more compact equipment you could become a regional supplier. Your clients could be from printing shops and stationery stores to packaging manufacturers looking for more durable alternatives than conventional cardboard. That said, setting up this line requires a bit more investment and space compared to the previous machines. We're talking about a light industrial equipment. A basic compact line can be around $6,000 to $15,000, while fully automated high-production versions can cost several tens of thousands more. Even so, considering that with an investment of that magnitude you can operate a mini plastic factory is impressive. The machine works almost alone, melting and molding, and you can focus your energy on getting contracts and customizing the sheets for different uses. Number 7. PVC reinforced hose production line. Flexible, high-strength hoses, like garden hoses or those used in compressors, can be manufactured in your own workshop with an automated PVC reinforced hose production line. This machine is actually a set of connected stages. First it extrudes a PVC plastic tube, then a braiding unit wraps that tube with resistant fibers like a mesh, and immediately another layer of PVC is added on top, fusing everything into a 3-layer hose. The hose comes out continuously, ready to be coiled and cut to your desired length. Everything happens without manual intervention, other than ensuring the plastic resin and the spool of reinforcement thread are fed. The result: meters and meters of hose produced per minute, with a consistency and professional quality impossible to achieve artisanal. Having your own hose factory opens the doors to multiple markets. Think of agricultural irrigation hoses, hoses for air compressors in workshops, flexible tubes for chemical products, or even the small, transparent reinforced tubing used in laboratories. All of those are products you could manufacture with this line. You could supply hardware stores and industrial supply stores with hose by the meter or in rolls, and even customize colors or diameters as required by the client. The demand is enormous. From the gardener who needs a few meters of durable hose, to companies that use special hoses in their processes, everyone looks for a reliable supplier. If you manage to position yourself, your reinforced hoses could start to be seen in greenhouses, factories, and homes alike, generating constant income for you. As expected, setting up this line requires a larger investment and a more industrial mindset. A compact line to start can cost around $7,000 to $18,000, and high-speed configurations can far exceed that figure, several tens of thousands if you seek maximum production. It's not the cheapest machine on the list, but consider this. With it you produce a high-value per meter article of mass use, continuously. Once running, the machine practically prints money in the form of hoses, while you supervise and coordinate orders. It can be the ideal option for someone who wants to make the leap to a larger-scale manufacturing venture. Number 8. Brick-making press. What if making bricks didn't require a large kiln or crews working by hand? With a brick-making press, you can create construction blocks practically by just pushing a button and feeding the mixture. This equipment compacts a combination of clay, soil, or cement in a mold, applying enormous pressure to form solid, uniform bricks. In basic models, you might have to operate a lever or manual hydraulic mechanism, but it's still much easier than molding brick by hand. The more advanced versions are automatic. You keep loading the raw material and the machine vibrates and presses each block, ejecting it ready for curing. Thus, in a few hours you can produce what manually would take days, without exhausting yourself in the process. Setting up a mini brick-making venture can be ideal if there is local demand for construction materials. Think of growing areas where bricks, cement blocks, or other types of pieces for construction are always needed. With your own press, you could sell traditional clay bricks, concrete blocks for housing, or even interlocking pavers for pavements. Many machines allow you to change the mold, so with the same machine you can offer different products. One day you make hollow blocks, the next decorative bricks or eco-friendly soil cement bricks. Your clients would be masons, small construction companies, community housing projects, or people who want to self-build their house. Delivering homemade, but professional quality bricks positions you as a key supplier in places where there might not be a large factory nearby. As for the investment, this is one of the most affordable considering the magnitude of the final product. There are manual or semi-automatic presses around $1,500 to $4,000, ideal for starting on a small scale. If you're looking for higher volume, a commercial-grade electric vibrating press can cost between $4,000 and $12,000. Even high-capacity automatic machines that make thousands of bricks per day have reasonable prices compared to the value they produce. For a few $1,000s, you could be manufacturing hundreds of bricks daily with minimal labor, turning earth and cement into a high value-added product. Without a doubt, a very tangible option for starting a business in construction. Number 9. Mixer for mortar/brick preparation. Every good brick production, or construction project in general, starts with a homogeneous mixture of materials. That's where the mixer for mortar or brick preparation comes in. A machine designed to uniformly stir clay, cement, water, and additives, creating a ready-to-use mass. Forget the shovel and wheelbarrow. With this equipment you pour the ingredients into its drum or hopper, and in a few minutes you get a mixture of perfect consistency. Some models are like large dual-blade mixers that guarantee no lumps or dry parts remain. This ensures that every brick you mold or every portion of mortar you apply has the same quality in every batch, without you having to sweat turning material manually. In summary, it's the ideal companion for the brick press, but also a great ally in any construction site where mortar, light concrete, or even special mixes with fibers or pigments need to be prepared. Investing in a good mixer can make the difference between an artisanal business and a professional one. On one hand, if you plan to manufacture bricks in series, you'll need to speed up the preparation of the mass to avoid waiting. A powerful mixer allows you to feed your press constantly and increase daily production. On the other hand, you could also offer ready-to-use wet mix for small construction sites, selling it in buckets to clients who want to save themselves the work of mixing. You could even rent the mixing service for local construction projects. You arrive with the machine, prepare the mixture on site, and charge for that efficient work. The uses are varied, from creating a batch of light concrete for decorative tiles to preparing a specialized grout with waterproofing additives. In all these cases, the machine does the heavy work while you just supervise the dosages. The best part is that this type of equipment isn't excessively costly. There are mixers with lower capacity, perfect for a workshop or small construction sites, from about $800, and larger industrial models that can cost on the order of several thousand. In concrete terms, with between $800 and $6,000, you can get a robust mixer to boost your production. Considering that it speeds up a key process and reduces the necessary labor, it's a smart investment for growing in the construction or materials manufacturing business. Number 10. Stamping press for aluminum trays. You've surely used or seen those disposable aluminum trays that frozen lasagnas, takeaway food, or catering dishes come in. Did you know that with a stamping press you could manufacture them yourself? These stamping presses take thin sheets of aluminum and, using a mold, cut and shape them into a tray in a fraction of a second. Each stroke of the press stamps a perfect container, with its defined edges and ready to use. You just take care of feeding the aluminum sheet or roll into the machine and collecting the formed trays. The system can produce dozens of units per minute consistently. In fact, a compact press achieves about 30 to 50 trays per minute without you having to do more than supervise and occasionally replenish material. Imagine how many hours of manual work would equal those hundreds of trays the machine manufactures every hour. The business of disposable aluminum trays is quite broad. Restaurants, fast food outlets, catering companies, bakeries, and frozen food factories use this type of container daily. Having your own press would allow you to sell trays wholesale to these local businesses, offering them a constant supply without depending on costly imports. You could even create special designs or sizes if you acquire different molds, catering to niches like trays for specific pastry products or single portion containers for healthy food. The demand also includes the household sector. Many people buy aluminum trays for baking at parties or taking food to events. You could sell retail packages in your community or online, generating additional income. And all this producing it practically automatically. While the press stamps, you can be packaging the finished units or managing orders. As for the investment, a basic stamping press isn't as expensive as one might think. There are small machines for entrepreneurs, around $1,500 to $4,000, that already achieve interesting production. If your goal is something bigger, for $4,000 to $12,000 you can get a medium-capacity press capable of supplying several bakeries or restaurants at once. High-speed industrial presses obviously cost more, but even an accessible model allows you to compete in the aluminum packaging market. With a few $1,000s, you could be manufacturing the same containers used by large chains, but from your own venture and with minimal manual intervention. That's the kind of opportunity current technology offers. As you can see, modern technology puts machines for almost any sector within reach of entrepreneurs, all with a common denominator. They work hard so you don't have to. Before, huge factories and a lot of labor were required to produce what today a single compact machine achieves with just a couple of buttons. These 10 ideas demonstrate that it's possible to start a productive business without physically exhausting yourself, taking advantage of intelligent automation that saves time and effort. Now the decision is in your hands. Which of these machines catches your attention the most? Identify the one that aligns with your interests or a need in your community, and dare to take the step. Each one represents an open door to income that flows practically automatically once you set it in motion. Imagine being able to say that you have a mini factory operating while you sleep or attend to other matters. That's the reality these equipments offer. There's no better time than now to invest in your own automated venture. Choose the machine that inspires you the most, put it to work, and get ready to see how your next investment begins to generate profits with minimal effort on your part.